All right, guys, this is today's project. I'll back up a little bit, kind of pan around. Machine's in the way a little bit, but just this little backyard we're going to be cleaning out right here. I'm actually down in near Charleston working for a good friend of mine. This is his backyard, and so he had a tree company come in and they removed a bunch of pines and some palms. So all that stuff's been gone and removed. Everything ground down. You can see all the shavings here from where they ground the stumps down. But all this shavings and the mat and all this junk, the straw, we're gonna try to basically rake out as much of it as possible to about where this stake is, right here. Because everything else past this is basically out there in the marsh. So I believe that is the property corner here, but and there's the other one back there on that little ribbon, if you guys can see that. But we're basically going to right here, clean this up, and then try to get some, eventually he's going to try to get some grass in here and get maybe a fire pit or something, make it look nice. But we got to get rid of all this. So access is a little tight, but the goal here is basically to consolidate all of this, rake it up, consolidate it with the mini, and then basically we got a little small dump trailer, and we're gonna try to get the dump trailer right here. And so it's not huge, but I think we can make it work. We don't have a lot of debris to rake out, so we're going to try to get it right here, back it into this area, and then I'm going to consolidate everything right there, and then we'll just trek it up. So luckily the Kubota's got a pretty decent sized bucket on it. I didn't bring the skid steer because it just seemed a very small lot to try to get the skid steer in here with the root rake to work around these trees and stuff, and it's just not very big in here. And this is a little more fine-tuned when it comes to raking than the skid steer is. So I think I'm gonna let my buddy get in the machine. You ever run one of these things, Rick? Nope. All right, you guys might it might be a little rough. Oh, he's gonna get a crash course today in running a mini excavator. So hang tight, and we're gonna try to get this done. Never operated a piece of or at least a mini excavator before. I'm narrating. All right, so just keep coming. You got to come a little more forward.
Yeah.
So basically all you want to do is just sink the teeth into the ground and just pull it back to you. Rick's wife forbade him from using the Mini out here, and I was like, nah, we're gonna break those rules. They're like more like guidelines instead of rules. So all right, guys, I'm back on the machine working on this job, and since I got this machine, I'm really liking it. It's very smooth, lots of power, but one thing I have noticed that with this wider 30-inch bucket that I have on this machine, the narrow thumb, this narrow factory thumb that Kubota has with these machines just doesn't work very well with the wider 24 and 30-inch buckets for doing this kind of work. It's still a good thumb, but honestly, I wish that was something that Kubota would address in the future, with having a little bit wider thumb to mate to the bucket to give you a little bit better ability to pick up brush and things like that. Yeah. I thought about that, actually. How does this work? Oh, there we go. Oh, we might have to pull up. So unfortunately, we were not able to get all of the debris hauled off today. The landfill closed at 3, and we got there right at about 1:45. And it's about an hour and a half round trip from the property to the landfill and back. So this trailer load was 2.7 tons, and it cost about $82 to dispose of. So considering the fact that the landfill is charging $30 a ton to dispose of this stuff, plus fuel for an hour and a half round trip, my buddy decided that the best thing to do would be to just bag all of this stuff up in those kind of brown landscaping bags and set it out in front of his house, and the city will come and get it for free. So might take him a little while to get it all out there, but it's definitely the cheaper route to go. So that's what he's basically going to do with the rest of it.
Yeah, I did. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right, stop.
All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Got it. I came in here and tracked it down as best I could, and used the bucket to mat everything. We still got, looks like the tree guys left 2 stumps, 2 pine stumps, which are the worst. One here and one here. I tried to get as much of the root systems out around them as I could, but I can't get them out of the ground. They're too big and they're too far in there. The problem with the pine stumps that we have here is the tap roots go very, very deep into the ground. So based on those size, on the size of them, roughly speaking, that I could see, the taps, it wouldn't surprise me if the taps go 5 feet down, and I'm not going to dig that deep out here. That's a tidal creek right there, and everything up underneath here is this gooey kind of clay, pluff clay mud, and I don't want to dig too deep in this. So we just came out here to rake this out. Those can be ground down. So, but we got all this root mat out. We were only able to get, it's a Saturday, we were only able to get 1 load out with the dump trailer before the dump closed. So my buddy's just gonna, he's saying he's gonna bag all of this in the little bags and let the city come and get it. So you could probably do it in a weekend. We took the trailer load that we had, we went to the landfill. It was 2.7 tons is what we got in that trailer. So that's what we hauled off. So it's probably about 1/3 of it is what we hauled off. So, but I think you could definitely get this pile out to the street. Probably take 100 bags, but it looks like we got this done just in time because I think it's starting to rain. But it turned out really well. He's really happy. This backyard is not done by a long shot. We still got to come in here at some point, figure out fill, and get some fill in here, and cover this over and try to get some grass in here. I'm gonna show y'all from right, just kind of what the fall is. We had a point somewhere like right here ish to the top of that stake is 1.3 feet of fall in 37 feet. So there's going to be a fence that comes through here and along the back. The rest of that is going to be just a natural tidal creek right there, but there will be a fence here. So just trying to figure out how much fill we want to bring in to where to see what the actual top of the ground is going to be, so they can set the fence to the right elevation. So, and there's the rain, yay. So anyway, we got this job done. The Kubota's a muddy mess, but we'll get it out of here, get it back on the trailer. Probably go ahead, we might want to go ahead and do that now before it rains anymore. So, but it turned out good. Rick, you happy? Rick's happy. Good deal. I know I saved him a lot of back-breaking work in here with that thing. So it's a little rough right now, guys, but it's gonna get there. We got to bring in topsoil. We may even have to bring in a little bit of sand to cover this over and then bring in topsoil. I'm not a landscaper. I told him to maybe figure it out. If you guys got any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Love to hear from you. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. It's a crazy weekend of college football. Texas just beat Oklahoma, what, you said in 5 overtimes?
Yep.
No, Oklahoma beat Texas in 5 overtimes. LSU lost today to Mizzou. It's a crazy day. And then Texas A&M beat Florida. It's a crazy day of college football. We're done working. We're going to chill for the rest of the afternoon. It's beer 30. I'll catch you guys later.